Then we'll probably move off to our next waterway where I'll be doing a bit of coastal foraging. Okie dokie folks, so we're at the foraging grounds. This is phase one of our foraging. This is one of the ingredients, so wife is just giving a demonstration on what we're gathering. We're gathering some cockles and probably just gathering up just to complement our fish dinner tonight. And then tomorrow morning when we go to the other spot, I'll show you what else we get. Good stuff. Okay. Okay folks, so our second day of this 48-hour mini road trip is just about to come to an end. We've got about 10 minutes left of light. It's a bit of twilight and it's just about going on dinner time. So I managed to bag a couple of bream tonight. What we're going to be having tonight is just a bit of boiled rice. I've got some rice on the boiler at the moment. Let's just bring you in for it. That's up there. And Mr. Bream. And I think I'm going to be eating the large one of the two that I've caught. That should do nicely for wifey and myself, along with some cockles later on for a snack. So for now we're just waiting for the rice to cook, and the cooking time should be 1 beer's time, so just enough time for me to knock back this ale and then we'll start cooking the fish. Okie dokie, so the rice is just about done. I'll take that off the heat and I'll continue cooking on its own. It's time to get the fish going. So I'll heat up some oil in the pan, just on the moderate heat. And this is Mr. Chunky Bream that's going to be on the menu tonight. Get a knife and we'll give him a couple of squalls on the side. Oil's hot, so I'll just get a clove of garlic in, just so that aromatic's infused. Oh, it's coming up. Smell that garlic. And here's our lovely chunky bream that's been scored a couple of times on each side. Now I know bream is going to be sensational. The smell of it is coming off, it is sensational. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. So there you have it, crispy fried bream with my special tamarind sauce, served with some cucumbers and tomatoes. it's time to dig in.
I already know it's going to be awesome because
I cooked it, yes, I know. Nice, crispy. That is sensational, folks. Nothing beats fresh caught fish with a few simple ingredients and my special tamarind sauce. But I suppose what makes it taste better is having it on location too. So the last couple of days have been pretty epic. Brought back a deep sense of nostalgia because going back 6 years ago, my whole family, we did 8 weeks living out of a car, travelled around Australia, and I'm just slowly getting back into doing these sort of trips. These are the sort of trips I love. So hopefully not in the too distant future, I'll be doing a lot more of these trips and bringing more content to you. So as for now, Salt Police and I are going to kick back and finish our dinner. Oh, actually, we've got cockles too.
Oh,
Yeah, so after this we'll be having some cockles.
nice.
Morning, folks. It looks like rain today. So this has been our home for the last 2 nights and 2 days. Just give you a quick look there. So as mentioned, wifey and I have been living out of our car. Wifey there's just still enjoying her last bit of sleep. Yeah. And last night after dinner we decided to duck out to our next destination of this trip. It's also our last stopover before we head home as well. Just see if we can catch the sunrise, but due to the rain it's covered the sunrise, but still nonetheless it's quite lovely. So I'll just give you a quick look. Okay, yeah, so as mentioned, plan was going to be doing a bit of coastal foraging at this particular spot. I won't reveal what we're going to be gathering yet, but once we start you'll see what it is. Yeah, so it's a bit of our home for the last couple of days. So I've been sleeping in the car like this, and it probably doesn't look that comfortable. It's because it isn't. I'll give you the comfort rating out of 10. It's probably a 3, but if you trade off for views like this and hearing the sound of the ocean and the water, I think it's well worth it. Yes, for now the tide's still up, so I've got about a couple of hours to wait until it's low tide, then we can start foraging. I think I'll knock up a bit of coffee and have some breakfast. Let's get some breakfast on. So as mentioned, the forage cockles yesterday is going to be complementing our breakfast. And what I'm going to be doing with them is, as in my previous videos, just steam them open and we'll take the meat out, and we're going to be having it with a instant pho. So that should be quite lovely. Just put a bit of water into this pan. And then I'll line the cockles in there, just so they open up. Makes it easier for us to remove the meat. Cockles are pretty much all have started to open. I'm just going to take it off the heat. Alright, so I'm just taking the cockle meat out. Ooh. Doing this gives you iron fingers. It's very good martial arts training. Right, noodles are ready now. So that's our lovely bowl of cockle meat, and the idea of this cockle meat, we're just going to add it as a garnish to the noodles, and it will complement it very nicely. And the good thing about these noodles, they come with their own cutlery. Alrighty, let's see what it tastes like. There's a bit of cockle there. Some noodles. Oh. Man, that's sensational. It's nothing like a bit of freshly caught cockles. So it's now folks, just gonna kick back and enjoy our breakfast, and then we'll head on down to the water, and I'll show you what the foraging is all about. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're at the foraging ground. Looks like I miscalculated the tide again. Wouldn't be the first time, because as earlier I mentioned, it'll be a couple of hours until the tide is down and we can start foraging. However, it looks pretty high to me still. All the area out there is still submerged, and I mean, I still could go forage with it, but I'll have to snorkel because with the water ripples, I just can't see periwinkles. So I just checked the tides, and it seems like I looked at it wrong. It's not going to come down for another at least 3 to 4 hours, and I don't intend to wait that long. So I'll include some footage from an earlier video of me foraging at this particular location, and I'll explain to you what we're gathering and what I do with them. So as you can see, the snails that we're getting gathered, they're called periwinkles, and in this particular video I made a snail ceviche. If you haven't already seen this video, I'll attach the link above, just go and check it out. But it's quite lovely. The recipe was actually inspired by a conch salad from the Bahamas, and you see the snails have a lovely chewy texture, but when prepared in the right way, they're sensational. Also in this other footage is from another trip to another location. We gathered some sea urchins, but also the same snails, and what I did with them was just cook simply over a barbecue, and they're also lovely that way as well. So if you get a chance, guys, come out there and give it a go. Do your research in areas to forage. It's a good activity for families, and I intended to make this video just to demonstrate some land-based options where you didn't need to utilise a boat to get out there and forage and fish. However, if you had a kayak, it'll open up more opportunities for fishing and give you a wider range of things to do. A kayak is easily stored as well. It travels on a rooftop. At home, if you live in a small unit and you don't have much space to store it, kayak's probably the best way to go. It gives you good fishing opportunities, slow maintenance, and it also keeps you fit. Okay folks, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and you'll be seeing more of these sort of trips in the future, because these are the sort of trips I like doing. Just mini road trips. It gives you so much freedom to explore new locations. You're not tied down to staying at one particular location. Yeah, I mean, it can be rough on the body slipping out of the car, but in my future videos, hopefully to improve on the setup I have, as I'll be doing minor upgrades progressively. So stay tuned for those. And as for now, I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the ocean for a bit and head on home. And so until the next video, bye for now.